What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in yet again to another episode of Ken and Ross present the Yeah I Said It podcast. We're expressing our full capabilities to they want us in correctional facilities. Brainchild of my child, I'm the dad half of this operation. Ross Cooper, as always, I am rocking with the best. My co-host, who I hope is going to get back on the train this week. Please introduce yourself to the folk.
They on the train. Yeah, what's good, everybody? Having a good day, month, year, hour, second, all that good stuff. You watching all the other platforms, please share with your friends, family, enemies, your pets, the alien outside the bug on your wall. All that. If you watch on YouTube, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you don't, love, love.
Ha! Really? Really? We're gonna have Angel Reese talk trash in your face. I don't know, because that seems to bother a lot of y'all. Oh, my bad.
That's true.
That seems to bother some folks.
Bother me. No, I'm playing. I'm saying.
But yeah, man, it's been a wild week. It's been a wild week from last week to this week. It's been a wild week, yo. Um, couldn't let it go without stating. You know, New York is eating one of its own. Yeah, in the midst of all of this, some people remember very well. Some people tend to forget. Trump is a New Yorker. And right now, he has been indicted with like 30 felonies or something like that there. I have a running bet
It's not
that
gonna
he
stick.
won't do it. He won't do it. Bruh, 34.
It's not gonna stick.
It's gotta. It's gotta.
So you think he's serving actual jail time? That he would set foot in the real prison?
Okay, so hold on. We got
Right.
hold on. We gotta do this in two sections. There's two questions here. Will he be convicted? Will he serve jail time? He will be convicted. Has to be. Has to be. Will he serve jail time? I highly doubt it. If I got to put a percentage to it, I'm going to go five.
Zero.
Five on the high end at 10.
Zero.
Bro, you don't walk away from 34 felonies, B. His brothers right now ain't walked away from one.
That's
34?
brothers. They not Trump. Come on, that was a dumb comparison.
All I'm saying, it will prove the justice system is a joke
It's already
for
been
certain
proven.
people.
It's already been proven. Like I said last week, you just said someone got caught in the act of doing something and walked scot free. Let that be someone else. That will never happen. So
Okay.
yes, we know the justice is failing. It's always failed. Why do you think this whole BLM stuff started? Because they was getting caught on camera killing people and nothing happened. So no, it does. The justice system's been trash. That's why I said 0% chance he even steps foot in a jail.
The
Plus his
re
crazy ass supporters. So yeah, they're that too.
this is different. This is different, and the reason I say this is different because the sad reality of it is a rich white kid does something heinous, and while it should, it doesn't necessarily affect the social fabric of this country, right? So sadly,
That don't
when you
make no
have
sense.
one rich, let me explain. Let me explain. The repercussions of a rich white boy essaying an unconscious girl, while it should have national repercussions, the sad reality of it is it does not. Okay? Stay with me on this one. Trump beating 34 felonies, or I think 31 or 34.
34.
34. And walking like not even a conviction, you will
Yeah.
incite these morons and it will have national reverberations. That's the reason he can't walk. It has to be a conviction and maybe he gets no jail time. But to walk,
What
to
difference does that
state,
make?
huge. Oh,
So
that's
I
huge.
got convicted, but I'm not in prison. I'm free. Okay.
Hold on. You got to understand it. What we're talking about here is campaign funds. Who does that affect? Future candidates. He walks on this and you screw the entire political landscape. Oh, I can pretty much use these campaign funds for whatever I want. I ain't gotta pay hush money. I can buy booty. I can pay for abortions. I can
I
I
don't
can do
care.
whatever I
I
want.
don't care about none of that. I don't care about that. Who cares? I don't care. You can do whatever you want your damn campaign funds.
No, you
But
that's just it. No, you can't.
yes, you
If
can. I don't
I
care.
if I
I don't
citizen
care.
if I citizen me say, hey, I believe in you to represent my best interest, I'm gonna donate to your campaign, and you
So
buy
bribe.
booty with it.
So bribe. I mean, it's a bribe anyway. So I don't care.
What do you mean?
So lobbying and campaign fund,
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
bribing.
no, 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 no. Okay, I get it. You're getting confused. We're not talking about lobby money. We're talking about campaign funds people donated to his campaign. You have to be transparent. Because other than that, I can say, okay, I'm running for mayor of Baltimore City, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I just need a little support, get my campaign going. Bet you give me $20.
So
I
you
go, I go to the strip club and make it rain $20. That's misuse of campaign funds. That in the glorious empire state is a high crime. Now, anywhere else,
don't
don't know.
care. I
But
don't
in the
care.
glorious empire state, that is a high crime.
Don't care.
You
You
should
you
because
chose to donate to a billionaire. I really don't care. I'm sorry.
you chose to
No one put
donate
a
to a
gun to your head. You did that yourself. I
you
don't care.
chose to donate to a public servant that is supposed to be representative of your interests. I'm not giving you
What
my
is the
money
wait. What is the campaign going to do in your interest if he doesn't win?
if you didn't win. You didn't win.
Okay, but what? Okay, I donate two. Let's say $20, like you just said. You spend it somewhere else. One, how would I know? Two, why would I care?
That is exactly why the okay. Let me flip it because you went the Trump route. So let me flip it a little bit. Need I remind you, my Congress darling AOC Alexandria Ocasio Cortez was a waitress from the Bronx. She did not have millions of dollars to advertise this and that. That's where those people donated to her campaign because they believed in her and who she is now, right? Imagine if this waitress from the Bronx says, I'm running up against big business corporations. I need your support. You give her the money and she's taking trips to Hawaii. That no, no, no,
Both.
no. If you're running for office, I donate to your campaign. I need to make sure you ain't pissing away my money, and that's where campaign finance laws come into play. Because anybody can say, "Yo, I'm running for office. I need your help," and pretty much
Sucker born every
you
day.
just, you just, you just filling in they line their pockets.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens anyway. Well, anyway, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care.
So he
You
can't
chose to
sit on
donate.
34.
You chose to donate. Who cares? That's on you. Sucker born every day. I don't care. There's many scams people do this. Like, come on,
So
dog.
so when somebody
Especially when
dies, need
most
to
of them,
go.
majority of them are rich. They already have, they don't really need your donation. Especially Trump, since we're talking about him. He's a billionaire. Does he really need donation? No. Can you prove that he used that and not his own money? I don't know. I guess we're
Yes,
about to find out. But
yes,
either way,
that's
even
just
if he
it.
did, I don't care.
You paid off a porn star, dog. You can't. No, you don't use the. You are a public servant. You serve the public. You are in a situation that you are invested in the public trust.
If we
If you
going down
use
this
your
rabbit hole,
bread,
okay.
nobody cares. If you use your bread, we
Okay.
wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you
Okay.
use money people gave to you. They go pay off a porn star to keep quiet. Nah, I didn't donate to your campaign for that.
That's it. The paying off, that's probably the felony part that I'll be concerned with. But him spending money elsewhere, I think all, if not all, freaking organizations and stuff that people donate to, because we have no idea where it goes. I think these
Depends
the
on what you
same
donate
thing.
to. If you
I think that's
donate money to the Red Cross, like if there's an earthquake
then.
in
Well,
wherever,
didn't the Red Cross have some issues?
no, they
Okay
didn't
then. Okay.
they had the problem was the allocation. It
Can't.
was if I donate you $1, the problem with I think the problem with the Red Cross was if I donate $1, only 30 cents of it is going to whatever. The rest of it is getting eaten up in administrative costs, administrative fees.
And that's what I'm saying. Like everyone takes a piece out of the donation for themselves or their quote unquote employees. It happens.
Right.
It's like let's say I give you a present. You screw it up. It's yours. Did I give it to you? Yes. But it's in your possession. It's yours at that point. I'm out of control what you doing. Now, if you do screw it up, I don't have to give you jack squat ever again.
Okay. See, this
That's what
is
I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
make a comparison because I think you're comparing one thing to the other. So I'm gonna make a comparison for you real quick, and we'll move along. If the guy on the corner, if the homeless guy in the corner is holding up the sign, "Please help, I need food," you get him $5, and they go buy a 6 pack of beer, right?
Fill you up.
What else? What else? Right? The
Okay.
inherent issue is when we are talking about public service and making sure it's on the up and up and it has to be transparent to make sure you are actually a public servant. Now we're a different conversation.
Then let's just lock up all the politicians then. Because I'm pretty sure they
No,
all do.
just the ones that
No. I'm
abuse
pretty sure
public
they all
funds.
do it. Like that's why I said like there's certain rules that people break or quote unquote unwritten rules a lot of people break and we know they break it, but we just let it slide. This shouldn't be nothing new.
So what you're saying is you think other politicians are misusing corporate campaign donations
You don't?
because of laws like this. No.
Oh, because the law prevents people from doing it. Yeah, that's right. Why don't you ask
Bruh.
all those people in them prisons if the law meant something? Why don't you ask all the people that's free that should be in there if the law meant? Like, come on,
Here,
people
here's
even
here's
policing the
here's
law break the law. That's how I know I don't care about no damn law. It's a matter if you get caught. He got caught. That's the only problem.
here's where this gets. It goes back to something I find myself sadly saying often when we have certain discussions. The real kicker is you thought you was gonna get away with it, fam. You worth X amount of dollars. You got X amount of friends all across the globe. You mean to tell me the one revenue, the one income source that is monitored by the government is what you use to pay off a porn star and do other nonsense? A lobby is literally a legal bribe. To my knowledge, I mean, I'm just the audacity or stupidity. I don't know which one.
Well,
Because out of the many ways you could have handled this, you handled it in a manner that is easily traceable. Campaign funds.
thought you was
If
untouchable.
you
He has an army. He literally has an army. And then there's another loophole that if he somehow does do time, he's still allowed to run for presidency. And let's say, God forbid, he wins again, he just exonerate himself.
and this is why I tell you there's 100% chance of a conviction, and I say a 5% chance of prison because if he doesn't, can you imagine what will happen if this moron walks on 37 felonies? B.
What will happen? That hasn't already happened in history. What is this big difference? You think the world is going to end if he walks? No, it's not. We know how this works.
Okay, so let me.
I'm
And
trying
this
to
is the
figure out
part
why
where,
you're
for
surprised
once,
you think this
for
is
once,
different.
this is the part where I think for the first time ever, you are overestimating how truly stupid people can be. Let me help you. Let me paint you a real quick picture. Quick picture. January 6th, this moron actually convinces people to storm the Capitol to the point where they put their own lives at risk, knowing none of them could he bail out. You had to know he was losing power. He wasn't the president. But these morons actually believe that, hey, Trump can help me out. If they are stupid enough to storm the Capitol, right? If this cat walks from 37 felonies and says that this system is a joke and I should be supreme ruler, are we really gonna sit here and say it's only gonna be 4 people to believe some nonsense like that?
I think it's gonna be worse if he gets locked up and convicted.
No, no,
Your
no.
logic you just did, I think there'll be more students that'll try to break him out of jail or cause a problem there than he would if he skates. If he skates, he's gonna be like, oh, see, they were lying up. Joe Biden, you need to arrest them. They're the real crooks. That's exactly what they're going to say. Ain't nobody going to do all that extra stuff. But if he does get arrested, like I said, he might be a martyr. They might treat him like Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, all this, and make him bigger than he has to be because he got locked up. And you already see everyone, especially on Fox News, I sent you that little bit that everyone losing they having their panties in a bunch and tucking their stuff in their tails.
So,
Saying
but
this,
I,
saying that this is a change, America, blah blah blah. So if he walks
mm,
free, they're just gonna be like, see, I told you this was BS. We need to really look at the Biden and the Democrats and blah blah blah. Nothing's gonna happen if he walks. It's gonna be business as usual. Him actually going into prison and being convicted, something might happen from that. Because then he
I
would
just, I
he would
doubt it
give
because
some dumb order, be like, yo, this is not real, get me out of here. And then
I
that's where
just,
the stupidity comes in.
nah, I just think once he's, you know, it's Thanos, all that for a drop of blood. But once you know, if you can make God bleed, there'll be blood in the water and the sharks will come. This is making their God bleed. But when he's not when he's exposed as, oh, you're not above the law after all. You're not bulletproof after all. It changes. But you walk away from 37 count felony without a scratch. Oh no, there's zero reason for these morons to respect anything other than him. There's zero reason to respect the government. Zero reason to
We don't
respect
now.
authority.
We don't now.
Well, you can't. You
What
yeah.
are we talking about? I don't understand. Like, is it? You must think the Revolution Part Two is going to happen. He walks. Is that what you think?
Did we think January 6th would happen?
No, we didn't.
So
And it was
so
entertaining because they were holding back. They let them in. They let them get that part. It's not like they broke the barrier. They let them in and then clapped a couple. Fuck you. But nah, I'm not worried. I don't really care
I
about
mean,
none of
like
it.
I said, I don't. I
Or
think he's definitely gonna be guilty because I just think it's too much at stake if he's not. And then, like I said, we're not just talking about his very interesting and goofy base. We are talking about every. Don't think any. If you're right, just if you're right, and other politicians have been riding dirty and spending campaign funds on unmentionables. Oh, don't think they ain't got their eye open on this too. That's the other thing. It's also to send the message, yo, if you pissing off campaign funds doing this and the third, don't. Especially not in a glorious empire state.
no, you shouldn't do it in New York. New York too strict. Just do it in the South. They wouldn't care. But yeah,
Depends on if you're buying little boys, little girls. Oh, I'm sorry.
they still
But
don't care. I'm sorry.
but yeah, I got 100% conviction chance. Not the it's the I'm yeah 100% chance of conviction, 5 to 10 on actually doing anything in jail. But um, so as we talked about a little while ago, the women's championship, college basketball championship, just happened on Sunday. Um, great games. The women's final four. Iowa, we all knew Caitlin Clark was a monster, but on a national level, not a lot of people are not paying attention. Um, VTech, VTech, they had a great run too. Um, but the sad thing is we weren't just talking about how LSU spanked Iowa. The headline was LSU forward Angel Reese, one of Baltimore's own, being disrespectful and
The,
unsportsmanlike, you know, to Caitlin Clark, and that's not what a player does, and that was classless. And I'll give you all three guesses where the most 99% of this noise is coming from.
oh, the piece of too. Like,
And,
yo,
you
disrespect.
know, you know who I'll rock with your man's before, but I rocks with him heavy still, yo. I'd really like to have if I could ever have a guest on this show, I'd really love to have Max Kellerman on because he is the blackest white boy I've ever seen, or came across ever. He went in
I don't know what he said. What he said?
Monday. Oh man, he was like, "This is a racial thing." Like, didn't cut no cards because sadly, some of the black sportscasters kind of somewhat got a kind of tap dance around it.
Shannon didn't.
Man, Shannon didn't,
I don't know
and
if Stephen A. did. I don't watch him, so
Max absolutely did. Called it right out.
he
This is
always do
racial.
though. He always do.
This is absolutely racially motivated. I'm like, damn, dog, you no fear. All right, high five, son.
What do you have to be for? He's a white Jewish man. What do you got to be afraid of?
But it's just so to put up those who may not know what we're referring to. LSU, which is primarily black team based in Louisiana, obviously, played Iowa, primarily white team, headed by the Women's Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark, who is like if Steph had a daughter, it would be her. Like watching her play is like watching Steph
Well,
play.
like
It
Larry
is.
Bird. Larry Bird.
I, I'd say more like Steph because Larry, unbeknownst to me until I really looked, Larry Bird actually has doubled up. Larry Bird actually got you 10 boards a game. So like, oh wow, he didn't just shoot threes. But no, it's more like Steph. The way she can just pull up from 30, like drain that shit. Like it's wow.
Can't
And
talk
like
about
I've
ever again. Go ahead.
and I'm just like she's an incredible player, but she's been known to trash talk. And it's cool. It's cool. And look, when you
Sport.
like got in the gym range, you can talk a little shit. When I can pull up in your face and drain that shit, you can talk a little bit, But if anybody's ever hooped outside of kindergarten,
They still talking
ever,
trash. I'm watching new videos. This is a new breed of kids. But go ahead.
if you hooped out, you ever been to Rucker Park or any hoop, any spot that they hoop for real, you want to hear a little noise. You want to hear a little woofing back and forth.
A little. It's part of the game.
See, I don't talk trash. I try to let my play talk, but that's
That's
what it
why.
is.
It's okay though. Hey, street ball. This is what
Mhm.
happened. Hey, I mean, we talk trash, and even if you play organized ball, travel, AU, NBA, college, high school, we're like, bro, this is a
Yeah,
part of the game. It happens.
but yeah, Caitlin literally gave somebody the John Cena, aka Tony Yayo, and God, I never thought we'd have a Tony Yayo conversation on this
Shout
show, but
out.
here we are.
You net.
Like, like I forgot. Really, Cena borrowed it from Tony Yayo, and we're just way more comfortable with John Cena to do.
That's kind of sad. But yeah.
When you on the Mount Rushmore of wackest rappers ever, we'll let John Cena have it. We'll let John Cena have
So you saying does John Cena's bars and his song better than Tony?
it. Yo, that's well. See, we don't count John. We don't count John Cena as a spitter, no way. But
But he was kind of spitting on it a little bit.
yo, when you were on the Mount Rushmore. Well, excuse me, we don't say Mount Rushmore anymore. We were in the top 5 dead or alive of wackest rappers ever. Like it's
I think
scary
there's
how
5
whack
worse rappers than him. All right, maybe we'll come up with at least one day.
we did, and
Oh,
we
did
definitely we did come up with a list of the wackest rappers
when?
ever. It was
When?
we didn't do it on air. We had a
See, that's why I
conversation.
said we're gonna revisit because there's a
Oh,
lot more
you
trash
mean on
news
air?
out
Because
now. So here we go. Let's go.
bruh, I look, I don't really enjoy Southern rap, but I am hard pressed because you know how we do. Like, okay, are there really 5 rappers whacker than Tony Yayo?
Yes, probably.
I'm legitimately
Are
trying
we?
having a hard time thinking of
How are we
one.
defining? Are we just saying lyrically or just song making? What are we doing?
All
Or
of
all
it.
the
Like,
above?
yo, dude, you whack.
Because there's
I'm
some
hard
people who
pressed.
can't rap but have great beats, so it kind of
No, we talking about rap bars. We talking can you rap? And I am hard. I'm literally trying hard to find a rapper whacker than Tony Ayo right now.
Mr. Anti-Self can't name 5 Southerners worse than Tony Aguirre. Really? As much as you poop on the South, you really can't come up with 5
Well,
names.
see, because we're talking like I've literally never heard a dope bar, not in a verse. I've not heard a dope bar from Tony Ayo ever, ever, and he's had plenty of opportunities.
Not
plenty
now.
opportunity. So I'm like, most of these rappers, I'm like, y'all trash overall. It's a bar or two in there, like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'm like, okay, who? You know, the name that came to mind immediately just because he just said something stupid was Soldier Boy. And I'm like, okay, Soldier Boy whacker than Tony Ayo.
Are we having this conversation? Okay.
You so wait, real okay, before we go too far off topic.
You already went too far. That's why I said we're gonna have this discussion another time. We're gonna come over our list, and then we're gonna get other stuff to get to because it's gonna take forever. All right, now it's gonna.
So just on that note, you
You
would
think
really
so?
listen.
You think
You
kiss
would
me through the
listen to
phone?
a Tony Yayo record, a Tony Yayo 15 track project. You would throw that on before a Soldier Boy project.
Because he might have better features like M and 50 or something. Who's so difficult? Go ahead. More people sound like him? Yeah, I'm good. At least Tony Yayo's connected to some spinners. So I'm looking forward for the features, man. Yeah, he gonna have some spinners on his drink. Soldier, I don't know. Maybe J. Cole. He might get J. Cole. J. Cole might go for it.
Man, I think J.
Other than
Cole
that,
cut his own. I think J. Cole cut his own tongue out first. But you started the question. So you gonna listen to 15 tracks of Tony Yayo before 15 tracks of Soldier Boy is what you're telling me. That's shocking.
am I dancing? If I'm dancing, I listen to Soldier Boy. But if I'm not dancing, what is the why?
You got a road trip, 20 hours. Who you got to suffer through one of them. You telling me you gonna suffer through Tony Yayo before Soldier Boy?
Yeah, because at least he's a features. Wait. Are we doing what's in their actual catalog, or them just making their own album like new right now?
Oh, you know what? Let me make this real simple. Only one track is a posse cut. The other 14 straight solo joints.
Tony Yayo.
Oh my god! Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I can't. I can't.
Okay,
I
so
will
you
say
gonna
this.
sit
I
there and
will.
listen to Soldier Boy tell him crank that and kiss me through the phone do a whole road trip? No, you're not.
Oh, God. See, my problem is
Marco
if this
Polo.
was gonna get sticky, my New York bias is gonna kick in because at least I can tolerate. At least Yayo gonna have beats. It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be trash at least on some dope beats.
So
Where
you agree
Soldier
with me?
Boy gonna be ass on top of ass beats. So I'm like,
You agree with me, man? So we're in agreement. There you go. See, that's not hard. Oh, there's one.
all right, bar for bar.
There's one.
How do we get it? Bar
You
for
brought it up.
bar. Bar for bar. I can't believe I'm saying bars at this point with either of these two. Bar for bar, I probably have to go Soldier Boy because that's which is scary. Like that's how low the bar is.
Full bar soldier.
We're not talking about beats. We talking about
Dr.
bar for
Seuss
bar.
got more bars than them. What are we doing? What? Soldier Boy got bars. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're getting out of hand. I'm
Okay.
sorry, Tony
Okay.
Ayo. You just caught the meanest stray of all time for no reason. We're not even talking
Okay.
about.
Hey. Oh, God.
We're
Okay.
supposed to be talking about women's sports, man. Let's get back to that.
Right.
Come on.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But circling back to where we started, from John Cena to Tony Yayo to where we're really going. Um, no, I was just kind of shocked, quite honestly. Um, I was shocked at the comments about Angel Reese being hood, being ghetto, and I'm like, I really thought we moved beyond that.
How would you think that?
Like I thought we were because we've seen this movie before. It's called Sha'Carri Richardson.
And the
Oh, she
same thing
got long
happened.
colored hair and she ghetto, blah, blah, blah. And once you roasted their asses, I figured, okay, you learned your lesson now.
No.
No, apparently not. Apparently not. There's
I
still a stereotype presented to black women who dare to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Now, here's the plot twist: 99% of that came from white folks. Let's not pretend 1% of it didn't come from people that look like us. That's the other plot. That's the one plot twist too. You know,
I know.
what'd you say?
I know. It wasn't just white folks.
No, like overwhelming majority, but we as a people also need to stop. You see a black woman wear a certain thing, oh she ghetto, she hood, because it wasn't just them saying that. We piled it on too. But what was really just, I don't know. I was kind of shocked. Like I said, I thought we were kind of beyond this
Yeah. That's
after
sad.
Chicago, after Miss Richardson. I thought we were kind of past this, and it's like, wow, really, we're still here. Nice.
Yes. I don't know why this is what is crazy to me. You are a real optimist, my boy. Optimus Prime, you are. But no, racism hasn't gone away. It's still the foundation. It's still present here. Double standards is still here. Like I knew the second because I was watching it live. The second she did it, I already knew what was going to happen. I already do.
When
And it came like that. The second she did it, I just scrolled through Twitter just to see. And to no one's shock. Look at this. Oh, that's class. Oh, class is piece of why are you doing 15 minutes? Or how many long are you doing? That's excessive. No sportsmanship, no class. Because we all know
what
whenever someone uses the no class thing, what it really means.
what you really saying? It's a dog whistle.
But okay, because when she did it, because people seem to forget, and that's why I love the internet sometimes. Because sometimes y'all great, y'all come with receipts because y'all got video and pictures of her doing it. Nothing was said. Oh, she's a fiery competitor. Oh, she's blah blah blah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody dishes it back, it's like, oh, see,
Now it's a problem.
all right.
Like I said, it's cool when they do it, but we do it as a problem, and it's just like, it's not me being optimistic. I want to correct you on that one. It's only partly optimistic. In absence of optimism, what it actually is me saying, hey, it's called learning from your mistake. When you're loud and wrong and get corrected, oh, my bad. I won't do that same stupid shit again.
What
So
has
when y'all all got roasted for how you portray Shakari Richardson,
mhm.
figured you wouldn't be dumb enough to do the same thing again. So it's not optimism. It's just you do learn from your mistakes, don't you? Don't you?
No. What in history has that ever been the case that they learn from their mistakes? We're still having the same things happen, literally, over and over again.
True.
And like I said, I think you're overestimating how smart these people are. Like I said, there's a direct correlation between racism and stupidity. And
Touche.
mental R word. I don't think I can say it though. And mental R word. So yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. They're gonna do stupid stuff and say stupid stuff. I'll
I
be shocked
mean,
if no one said anything. That would be surprising.
it's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's just maybe because it's the workplace, but I think about black women and what they have to go through, the microaggressions in the workplace. Finally, after having your asses hauled into HR, you figured out not to keep continuously asking black women to touch their hair, or how'd you get your hair like that, or so on and so forth. Right? Finally figured it out. So you learn as you go. So I didn't think this one was a stretch. Seeing, like I said, seeing we've already seen this movie. We know how it ends, and yet here we are, folks saying the same dumb shit. Yes, black women have long fake hair. Yep, long nails and colorful and long lashes and all of these things doesn't make them ghetto or classless or any of these, things you all want to project. But again, thought you learned that from Shikari. Apparently not. And it's just Jill Biden. Wasn't sure if you caught up. That's just
Mhm.
really. We're gonna invite Iowa because they played such a great game.
Hmm.
What was I know they said you get older, the eyes is the first thing to go, right? I know y'all was alive, like shortly after Lincoln, but
Probably Jesus. Yeah. But I mean,
Played a great game. You got spanked by almost 20. What were you watching?
I
What
don't
game did
know.
you see?
She just wanted an excuse to invite Caitlin Clark and that white team to the White House.
And that's what somebody on Chris Candy said on ESPN earlier. It's like, respectfully, it just seems like you're trying to protect the white fragility. Someone else did make a good point. I think that might have been politically, it could have been politically motivated, as in, I think Iowa's primary is early and they're pandering to the voters,
Oh,
but you picked the wrong way to do it.
yeah, that was dumb. Like I
Read the
said,
room.
White House has never invited losers. It's just you win. Doesn't matter. You win, you go. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, because they got spanked, you see if it was close. Actually, no, I still couldn't see. You lost.
And
Uh,
let's be real. The thing that also needs to be stated just as much here, Caitlyn is good. Caitlyn don't care. Caitlyn has said on numerous times, yo, it was a hell of a game. We was both talking our noise. Y'all shouldn't be coming at Angel that way. So there's that.
she don't know what she's talking about. She's being modest. We're gonna protect you, my young Miracle Whip sister.
Like what do you want to do? Bring her in like it's okay that the big bad black girls beat you. It's okay.
Eh,
Oh, stop. Just stop. And it's just the narratives are sitting right there, and it's sad. And I was having a debate with someone. Is this a media creation, or is it simply the media reflecting what a good chunk of white America was thinking?
Probably both.
Because and props to Dawn Staley because she called it out after the South Carolina loss. A lot of people had a lot of noise, a lot of things that weren't so quiet whispers about her girls. And like, we still doing this. What are we?
It's not going in anytime soon.
So LeBron needs to shut up and dribble. These girls are all thugs and da da da. And I'm
Aquarius
just,
Morant, John Wick, yep, all of them.
but that now that's slightly different. That's an in-house. That's a culture conversation. Like that's in-house. That's slightly different. You know that's a one. That's a short fence away from 6'9".
I guess if you're
See,
saying the fake gangster stuff, okay, cool.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, like I said, we thought 6'9" was gangster.
No, we
He
didn't.
was
You
turned
did.
out he was no.
You.
We the lie
No,
detector determined that was detective determined that was a lie,
don't
right?
put that on me. You. There's no we. You.
Quite a few people in America were fooled.
Oh, that was
Definitely,
y'all. Well, I mean, I don't know. Colorful
you
hair
know.
Mexican saying in or hanging around a lot of blood. All right. Do I believe
We just
this?
we just going by the strength of the cosign.
That's the cool stuff. But if everyone acknowledges that most of these rappers is fake,
Excuse me.
and okay,
No, we going by the strength of yo. It's just you are the company you keep. So if you hanging around real bloods, and we know these dudes are some real street dudes and some real killers, we wouldn't think they'd be having fake dudes around them. So that was just the strength of the cosign. But could have find out you
we're
a
using
wannabe
them.
for real.
Right, you don't want to be, and they were using them. That wasn't like,
Right.
but no
Yeah, we
real
it all came
cosign.
out later, we all came out later. But yeah. So in Ja's case, Clarence's parents had a real nice marriage. You want to be thug for whatever reason. You want to be that dude, and you're not. So that's I'm like, Ja don't count, but that's an in-house conversation, really. That's just a culture conversation that we kind of had. Yeah. But it's just sad that we're still here and we're still doing this. And I just thought thought we knew better, not even from an optimistic standpoint, but from a we just saw this and y'all look stupid then standpoint. So that was that. But for the president's wife to say that goofiness, it lets me know y'all still tone deaf. You're not reading the room at all, and we're not not as far along as we might hope to think. Sadly,
I already knew this.
you know. But yeah, that's that. Now This is an interesting thing. Our next topic. So you and I have long since questioned the necessity of law enforcement. And we're not just questioning that from a racial standpoint. We are questioning this statistically. When you start looking at the numbers, what does law enforcement do? And we've concluded for more or less, they enforce laws. They don't really prevent nor stop crime, right?
Mhm.
Numbers can prove this. Here's another interesting thing that kind of plays into that. You dug up an article that kind of wowed me. This is from CBS News. Warning, this is from June 2022. So it is 10 months old. But literally, the heading, a coin flip. Nearly half of US murders go unsolved as cases rise. I'm going to let this wash over people for a second. Let that sink in. This is not a red state or blue state thing. This is a murder thing. It is pretty much, as of 10 months ago, a 50-50 chance nationally that if you are murdered, it may never be solved. So, I mean, that is just mind blowing and mind boggling all at once. It leads to the obvious question for me, for law enforcement: what the fuck are you doing? You not only can't prevent crime, you can't solve the ones that are there. The most heinous of them all. Why are we paying you? Why does the NYPD have $1 billion budget? What exactly are you doing? And I'm not pausing for dramatic effect. I'm pausing because I'm trying to wrap my mind around when you get pulled over for speeding, right? You get pulled over for something stupid, or jaywalk, whatever. I You think to yourself, there's actual real crime going on here. There's actually people probably getting killed right now, and you bugging me about going 35 and 30. This gives a lot more credence to that. There are crimes, and y'all not solving them. It seems like y'all could use all the manpower in the homicide unit that you can get.
Nope, because there's more money in, quotas, putting people in prison for other stuff, or writing tickets that go to the state. More money in that.
And that's gonna be the one place where they cop to, poverty playing a factor. Because no snitching and this and a third. Certain environments, it's harder to get witnesses to cooperate.
Because
Oh,
they also mentioned, it's not to cut you off, they also mentioned in the article, yeah, due to lack of trust in the community over the past, how many years, yeah, people are not unwilling to speak up. I wonder why.
right.
You don't take care of us, so why would we help you do your job? For it to be
And
respect and trust, it goes both ways. And we've never in our existence had that. At least for us.
but
Maybe
you,
other
hmm?
people.
But it just makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder, like, well, what are you doing exactly? I'm a firm believer of defund. I'm a pretty much a believer of disband, but defund first. Reallocate those resources. Reallocate these resources to a team or someone or something that actually can be trusted in the community and get information, or we start working on the preventative measures because a good chunk of crime can be prevented. But I don't want to have that conversation about poverty. Um, but this is alarming and problematic. One in two, like half. And then, like you brought up when we were talking off air, half is an average, right? Which means in certain places More murders get cleared than others. Anybody want to take a gander? No, it's not a listening article, but I'm just, just knowing how America could works. If I were to break this down in the demographics and see whose murders get solved, I wonder what I'd find. Hmm. But I'm just yeah, I'm gobsmacked if it's not obvious. Like seriously, every other murder goes unsolved. So you live in a place like Baltimore that averages between 250 and 300 a year. That means 150 of those, nothing. If you live in places that has a higher murder rate, not just crime rate, but murder rate, your New Orleans, things like that, every other one goes unsolved.
Hmm.
What are you thinking, man? Because I'm just blown away. But what are you thinking?
I mean, maybe I am kind of surprised at all the technology in different ways and everything has a camera. So I guess I was kind of with you when you was like, it's impossible that 50, because I said this a long time ago. I was like, nah, ain't no way. It's
You
a
know,
50% chance. Well, now I had the evidence. But I'm just surprised. I'm not surprised about the no snitching thing because, it's still screw y'all every moment of the step. But um yeah, 50. And then you sprinkle on some racism to it, and then it's like, oh, well, which group has more priority of solving and which doesn't. I'm pretty sure I can figure that out. So it's just like, yeah, it's like you just said, what are you there for? You don't prevent nothing at all. Know that first experience, and you're not even solving the stuff that you get tasked to do. It's like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound useless. I don't know what is. Because any other employer does the lack of work or production that y'all do would be fired. But y'all get raises. I maybe
right,
I do need to be a pig. You get a raise for just being stupid, doing nothing.
fam. I mean, it's just about as great as being a Texas weather person. You get paid, Texas weather people. I swear, get paid to be wrong. I swear, they just guessing like, yo, it's gonna be hot. Is it gonna rain? It might. It might not.
Well,
And
at
that's
least
you.
that's a prediction. So it's not like it's gonna be accurate anyway. But with this is literally your job to, if you're
This is
not
what
going
you
to
do.
prevent, which you don't, at least solve the better than a flip of a coin. But nah, like you said, too busy giving tickets for going 30 or 40 on a 20, 25. Well, yeah, you're really saving the world. Thank you.
Actually, perfect segue. Actually, you might be doing other stuff because if you are the executive director of the San Jose Police Officers Association, who, like Joanne Marion Segovia was, you might be distributing fentanyl. Getting this right off of San Jose's paper. Wow, a federal criminal complaint states that Segovia used her personal and office computers to order the drugs between October 2015 and January 2023, including fentanyl. 61 shipments were mailed to her home from countries including Hong Kong. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop right there for a quick second. This goes back to something you asked me about. Remember, you sent me, okay, folks. So he and I, obviously, as you know, bounce things off one another all the time. So you think they're interesting. And there's this audio clip, there's this video clip of an admitted drug user talking about how China, to recover its debt from the US, flooded the streets with fentanyl. Right? And you aptly said, well, hey, how do you know it comes from China? One of the places ordered from Hong Kong. That's
Oh.
Hungary and India. But yeah, right there, I got some questions though. Why did it take 2015 and 2023? Why did it take 8 years? Why did it take eight? Maybe actually, no, that's when the complaint came in because I'm like, you couldn't have actually been sitting here watching her for 8 years, order drugs and distribute them. But yeah, fentanyl. And this is from the DOJ, so your ass is cooked. I'm just wow,
Hmm.
wow. She's been working there since '03, and then wow, 80, and just and again, it amazes me. I gotta say this. I've been saying this a lot lately. You thought you were gonna get away with it. They literally found packages with her name on them. They talking Zolpidem, Zolpidem, which you treat insomnia. You talking tramadol, which is a narcotic to treat pain. Um, and they went to her house. Packages with her name went to her house. You really thought you were gonna get away with it. The audacity slash caucasity of it all. But I mean, instead of helping solve murders, you a drug dealer. So you getting drugs in California and distributing them. Stop me if you heard this before. Uh, wow, sounds oddly familiar, doesn't it? Distributed government, distributing drugs in California, Oakland, Black Panthers, drug trade. Yeah, wow, we've seen this movie before too. Sadly, no one from the first flick got prosecuted, except Freeway Rick Ross. But anyhow, I'm just well, I guess you can't help solve crimes when I'm your pusher. I'm just wow. Crucial answer. This shit on Cash App. How you get drunk and get paid on Cash App, B? Like, you really thought you was gonna get away with it. Like, you legit, straight up and down, thought you was gonna get away with it. Wow, wow. Okay. So here we go. Way to go. Back to blue. Back, back to blue. Get on my Punisher logo. And I'm laughing to keep from crying. This is absolutely pathetic and abhorrent. And it's like criminals make the best police. Police absolutely positively make the best criminals. And then that's sad. That's sad. But well, here's some good news. We're in your home state. Maryland has now going to be put into effect a law that says police cannot initiate traffic stops based on the smell of marijuana. Now, a lot of people be saying, well, okay, well, duh. But as someone who used to work in the Maryland criminal system, I can tell you, having read countless what's called statement of charges, like when you get arrested and all that stuff, the cops have to write down what they arrested you for, how the whole thing went. I can't tell you how many times I've read there was a smell of marijuana coming from the vehicle. I detected a smell of marijuana, and oh wow! And usually that statement is followed shortly by the defendant stated, "Oh, I ain't got nothing on me, officer. You go ahead and search my car." Said no one the fuck ever, but that's how these things come in.
Yeah, no one said.
No, right, right. No, I mean, I will say criminals ain't that smart. Sometimes they will say something stupid like, "I gotta know me search my car." So
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
every time though, nah. I said Gotham has some classy criminals, man. We're not going to see that. She's going to say,
So
"No, you
yeah,
got nothing on me. You can't search my car." That's usually
right.
probably what they said. They just took the T off. Yeah.
You know, and I'm reading this like, listen, if you are, if you are uninitiated, powerful agents to the uninitiated, if you are uninitiated and you think whatever the police write or they write down, that's what happened, that's how it happened. This is like, okay, well, that's just that. But we are initiated, aren't we, Bruce?
That reference, we back there.
And for those of us who know better, we know ain't no way you just gonna volunteer and let the cops search your car.
Especially if you
Ever.
actually dirty, riding dirty. So no.
Right, right, right. Ain't no way. So, but yeah, I can tell you this is huge. You're actually gonna have to do police work. You can't use well, we smell weed coming from the car.
Nope. It's about
So,
to be completely legal by the summertime. So yeah, ain't
right.
nothing you can do about that.
I mess around, pull up. If I was a smoker, I'd pull up next to a police car and blow smoke at
I'm thinking about
it. See, like, yeah, I'll pull up right next to you at the light.
it.
While playing, fuck the police.
Okay. Ah, oh yeah. You had a busted tail, like that's what that's gonna be.
All my paperwork is legit. My ride is straight.
You didn't use your turn signal. That's what happened. Yep, there we go. We
Yep.
should go. It's gonna be a
I'm
different
doing
word.
29 in this 30. You can't say nothing.
Your word versus theirs. That's all it takes.
Oh no, nah, you ain't don't do that by yourself in the car. Bring it, have some folk with you, some
Yeah, that,
witnesses.
that ever helps.
Yeah, have some witnesses with you, because if it's just you, yeah, suddenly you might have not used a turn signal. But oh yeah, I will pull up next to you in a car that looked like weed. How about that?
A car that looks like weed. All right, the weed mobile. All right, let's
Pretty,
go.
pretty much. But yeah, that's a big deal though. All kidding aside, that's a big deal. I mean, it's gonna require police to do actual police work. It's gonna require you to not use that bogus. Oh, we smell weed and pull over. Like, stop, just stop. That's gonna go. That's gonna go bye bye. So yeah, that's a good thing. Um, and moving on to our next couple of topics here. So we are not in agreement, sir. I will let you play the Jeter role and lead this off. How in the hell did you come to your rating for John Wick? What was your rating and how did you get there?
What was my rating? Was it 4.25 or 4?
Yeah, it's 4.25. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's generous.
nah, it
That's
was
generous.
4.25. It was better than the third one.
Well, I
Yeah.
disagree there as well.
Well, I agree. It was better than the third one. Because I say, was it better than the first two? Nah. First one was a high bar because it set the stage for everything.
It did. It
That's
did.
how you introduce someone that you should be afraid of. Like I said, once they said the line, like I said, what is he, the boogeyman? Say no, this is who you send to kill the boogeyman. I
Right.
said, oh, so he like that, huh?
Right.
Okay. And now 4 movies later, okay, he's really like that. Like I said, the only problem with this movie, but it's an action movie. It's usually like this. It's the only person that has a worse track record of being unusually either strong or durable is The Rock. But yeah, this movie he was just dumb durable for no reason. Man was fighting all day and night, like hundreds of people, gunning them down. Like, all right, bro, you eat a Snickers or something, bro. I know you're hungry, but this is just. But yeah, the fight scenes were cool.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna
Um,
get into it. Go ahead.
fight scenes was cool. The blind man was dope. You know what I said? At first, I'm thinking like I knew he was gonna be something, but I didn't think he was gonna go that hard. He went hard. Um, I guess they kind of left it open for it to be more, but
They didn't.
they did.
They did not.
They kind of did. You didn't, like I said, you didn't really see his. They could have pulled a Batman around like they did in the Dark Knight Rises, where we all think he died, but he's really not dead.
He's said that.
I don't know about that. He's not dead to
But
me. But anyway, learn that from other shows. Not dead till you see a body. But anyway, um, if this is it, which I hope it is, it was a good way to end it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm not expecting Oscar-worthy performances from John Wick. This is just all
You know,
actions.
okay, hold on. It's not about.
What made it a freaking? You gave her a 3.75.
I gave it 3.75.
That's horrible.
Okay, so a couple of things happened that I didn't think would happen. You know, as a sci-fi fan, there are certain things you just think would never happen. One of the things you think will never happen is lightsabers become boring. And the last time I saw a Star Wars movie, that's literally what happened. Finally, lightsabers have somehow gotten just meh.
It's the fight
So
scenes before.
fast forward to this. Fast forward to this. The problem with John Wick is overkill, no pun intended. I found myself a couple times watching like, yo, this fight scene is still going on. Classic example, the fight scene in
Spoiler.
Japan. Oh yeah, the fight scene in Japan where with the daughter.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that was mad long. Like how, and then you got these like, and then hold on. The other thing is this: the overall feel of it is for the first time, and it goes back to what you said. This now feels like a Marvel movie. It didn't feel like John Wick. The only thing that made this John Wick to me is I will say this: in my older years and appreciating how movies are made, the cinematography is amazing. Skarsgård is just that's how you dress. You can tell these cats came from money. But the fact that you basically got super soldiers in suits, the metal dudes, like, come on. Like, you got super soldiers in suits just beating the hell out of this guy. John Wick is now. I will say the surprise star. I won't say star of the movie, but the part I didn't expect. There's this scene where they're in this place and they're playing this poker game, and there's this big dude with gold teeth,
Oh,
and he proceeds to beat the ever living shit. Like, he, yo, now I will say he died in the funniest way. Like, I immediately started cracking up when your man fell off the balcony and just
yeah, everybody.
yeah,
That's the one
yeah.
thing about John Wick movies I like. Everybody in the theater is like, oh,
Oh, right.
ooh.
When he fell off the joint and just folded up like an accordion, I was like, oh,
But he was putting in that work though. He was beating the brakes
yo,
off him.
yeah,
It
he
was
really
hand to
was,
hand.
yo. But I'm just, it felt like a Marvel movie, and I was really waiting for John Wick to like turn to Iron Man at some point. And the fight scenes, while great, were just overly drawn out. Now, I will say this. Um, Donnie Yen is that dude. Like, if you've never watched the Ip Man series, do yourself a favor. Watch the Ip Man series. You will have a new respect for fight choreography. Like,
Wait,
oh
the blind
my
man is the
gosh,
it man?
you didn't know that?
No, no wonder he
Yes.
was wrong. I knew he was wrong for
Oh
some
my
reason.
god.
I knew he was wrong for some reason. Cause I'm like, yo, who is he? Looked familiar. I couldn't piece it, and
Yeah,
now
Ip
it
Man.
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, if
he
you've
did.
never seen the Ip Man series,
Yeah,
like yo, when you that's that's like five deadly venoms for the new generation. Like when I grew up, it was five deadly venoms and kung fu
fearless.
flicks that the Wu Tang on sample. But Ip Man, like yo, the Ip Man series, that's some fight choreography for your ass. Donnie Yen is that dude, and
Yes.
he plays a blind man in here, and they really stretched. Like, is he blind or is he Daredevil? Because I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I was
bruh,
thinking. I
like,
think
is he blind or is he Daredevil?
it's like Daredevil possessed by the Punisher.
Because I'm like, bruh, you blind. Ain't no way you can do all of this. Like, now it made sense in the kitchen fight scene where he had the doorbells and everything set up. Okay, that made sense. But you just out here walking willy nilly. Like, can you hear the sword cut through the air? Like, how?
I
It's just,
mean, yeah. I mean, because
it just really
I mean, in
started
real life, yeah, other
stretching
senses.
the stretching the boundaries of reality. They gave him a bulletproof suit, and they just milked the bulletproof suit for all it was worth, boy. Like, dog, I get it's bulletproof, but you come on
He
now.
paid for it though, because that day when you opened, you just heard all the bullets drop.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on now. And I'm like, everybody in there got stormtrooper aim. Like, y'all right there, point blank range and missing. And it's just,
It's an action movie.
ah,
It's not like he didn't take his licks because he was getting these. Like I said, I don't know who's the worst superhero that gets beat down the most. Is it John Wick or is it Daredevil? Because they both get their butt whooped a lot. And if you watch the Invincible show, then yeah, it's like all these heroes just getting their butt whooped a lot. But
yeah, it just, for once, it just felt like yawn. Like, okay, I like three better because your man get kicked in the face by a horse is like, oh God. Part three was raw. Then you had Holly Berry and them dogs, like just giving folks that work. Like, I think I like three a little better.
or better. Three was cool.
And I mean, like, there's no fight. Now, see, here's my other problem with it. Because it did like 150 mil, they're now already saying, well, hey, maybe we can. No, you can't. There can't be a fifth one. Spoiler alert: John Wick dies at the end, so it's done. There's no way around it.
Is it?
Unless you're gonna do you can't even do a prequel because the first one sets it up. So no, there's no
Not
coming back.
done. There's no. We assumed he died because he passed out, and then we saw his tombstone, but we never saw a body.
So that's what we're gonna run with.
Yes, I think this is the
No,
basic rule of any show. If you don't see a body, they might still be alive.
Keanu himself said this was the conclusion. This was it. This was a good
Yeah,
way to end
how
it.
many times we heard that about shows and movie franchise? This is it, and then the money comes in. It's like, oh, we can still like this is still business at the end of the day.
And
If they
that's the
can
sad
find a way
part.
to make more money, they will.
That's the sad part. Let it go. Because it's like I said, for some of us, such as myself, it's it's already wearing thin. Like, unless somehow you make Donnie Yen, Ip Man Wick, uh, it's a wrap. Let it go. You're gonna have a great run, and you got a great. Now, I will say this: as far as consistency, I don't know if you'd find better consistency over for a 4 movie stretch because 3 movies, yes. Um, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, great consistency.
That's three.
Uh,
That's
that's what I'm saying. 3, yeah, you can get 3. I can't think of anything that's got 4. You can barely find consistency over a trilogy.
yeah, you can. Matrix don't have it. Um, Terminator don't have it. So yeah,
Yeah, Turner's got 1 and 2. 3 was ass.
trash.
Uh,
Matrix Revolution at butt cheeks.
you got
Uh,
you got you got a great level of consistency in Dark Knight.
and that's one. Yeah, those there was no misses in that.
Even Back to the Future, 1 and 2 were good. 3 was meh. Um,
Turtles too. First two was good, and the last one trash.
wait, what you talking about?
The Turtles.
Oh,
Teenage
you talking
Mutant
live
Turtles.
action? See, I keep forgetting you are your age, but you do know some older stuff. Yeah. Um, what else? It was
Godfather.
one. It was
Three was
yeah. It was one more right on the tip of my tongue. I said Back to the Future. Um, Touch Terminator. Star Wars is good for 3. Yeah, I think. Yeah, because I was gonna say that's not really what's the name. That's not really a third one. Evil Dead 1 and 2 were pretty consistent. The third one was meh. The remake was awesome. That doesn't count in the same listening. By the way, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that one. Boy, I saw the trailer for
good
New
too.
Evil Dead. Yes, sir. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
We bring back real horror, baby. Let's go.
Ooh, let's get them. Meg has an unrated version. I mean, Megan has an unrated version too.
I'm done with the killer dog things, man. I don't care.
Well, I'm done to kill a doll thing because you made it PG-13. And like I said, you did you ever watch a Child Slay remake? Remake. Did you
I
watch it?
refused to watch because it was a
What?
malfunction at a freaking toy factory. Go back to him being a serial killer possessing a dog. Why did you say, oh, we're gonna put a killer malfunction on a dog, and then we're gonna fire the guy who's making it, so he's gonna flip the switch, and now the dog's gonna start murdering people.
You
Like,
gotta
no,
watch
that's
it.
so
You
stupid.
gotta
The
watch
second you told, you shouldn't have told me that. I would have watched it if you told me that, and I was like, I don't want to watch it.
So
That's
you refuse
stupid.
to watch Child's Play. You refuse to watch Lamb. Come on, man.
Yes. Because the other movie you told me to watch was Dog Doodle. I don't think you watched it. Was it Antlers? Oh my God, that
Oh,
was horrible.
antlers.
That was trash. Did you watch it? Yeah, you ain't watch
That
it. Exactly.
I got
It
you.
been on either HBO Max or one of these streaming. I think Hulu
That's
or
what I
something.
gotta find it. I gotta find
I
it.
think it's
Yo,
Hulu or HBO Max.
did
Huh?
you watch Smile?
I'm not watching the Us rip off.
It's
I'm not watching that.
it's not an Us ripoff, yo.
I'm not
But
watching.
it is Jordan Peele esque. It is Jordan Peele esque.
You didn't feel that's this nice way of saying, yeah, you might have bit my style, but you was using it wrong. Is that what you're going to say? You're leaving it out of the movie. All right, Jay. Okay. hey, hey, Bill just got
Oh
Jay.
my god.
Ah, dang, man.
No, man, it's actually worth a watch because yeah, it's worth a watch. And what I was going here was while you refused to watch Child's Play, the kills were like, oh wow, like it got busy. It got busy with the kills. But
Plus, I need to hear the original. Is the original Chucky voice actor? Is it him or is it someone else? If it's someone
I
else, I don't want to
honestly
watch it.
I honestly don't remember. But
Well, I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, man. But taking it back where we started here, I forgot how we even landed here. But no, John Wick, it just let it go. It's a great way to end it on top. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Level of consistency. John Wick has a certain level of consistency. Like I think three was better than four, but it's not by much. And it's just when you watch John Wick, it's Final Destination. And here's what I mean. At some point, Final Destination in the writers' room had to figure out, okay, what we gonna come up with this time. The same way with Fast and the Furious. Like, okay, what stunts are we gonna pull off this time?
Stupid.
John Wick has the same issue. Like, okay, what levels of ass whooping are we gonna come up with in this one? Right? And it just
Had a
this
blind
one
guy.
was like
All you need.
you still had a dog too. Like last one you had Halle Berry and the
Yeah.
dogs. This one you had the dogs. Like, oh, that hand scene was brutal though. Like I always just hard to watch.
Oh, him. Oh, the initiation.
Yeah, either you pull your hand out or you put a knife out. Like, oh, I ain't about that life, homie. I'm pulling the knife out. Like, yo, I for that.
It's gonna hurt
uh,
like crap regardless. But yeah.
no. You pull that straight out. Yeah, you might have missed the bone. Hey, but now you got just no, nope. But
Like a
yeah.
champ.
But yeah, it's 3.75. It's not a bad movie. It's just nothing new to see here. Um, I didn't expect him to die. And it's just the beat downs or beat downs. And I find myself like, yo, y'all still beefing? You just seen the big dude. Like, yo, that took mad long.
He was a big guy.
Stop, yo. Stop, yo. Like that took dumb
and he and
long.
he was losing. So it's not like he was winning it too long. He was losing.
Yeah, but the thing that makes it great. You can almost have too much of a good thing. Like I love ice cream, I love steak, but if you brought me a 20-pound steak, I'm like, yes, overkill, B. It's overkill.
Yeah, flavor
Um,
fatigue. I got you.
yeah, it's just not as bad. It's okay. I got it. John Wick about to kick somebody 5 times in the leg and break all of their bones. Like I got it, you
Yeah.
know.
Headshots.
And eh, and then everybody with stormtrooper aim like, dog, you a point blank range. How you miss? Like we stretching it. Like I got Daredevil over here. I got Wolverine right here. Like it felt Marvel esque.
I liked it.
But
I wish Marvel would kill people like that.
well, we got that in Logan.
I mean, MCU, not Fox.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, yeah. Bill Skarsgård. Is that I keep forgetting which is which. I think he was Pennywise.
Oh yeah, he was. He was. If you talking about the villain, yeah, that was Pennywise.
Yeah, and but shout out to Bill Skarsgård. Like, yeah, so
I
you got
mean,
some good. You got some good acting in here. Donnie Yen definitely. It's good stuff. It's just it didn't blow three away for me. But I was caught off guard by him dying. So, but like Keanu said, leave it there. Don't let the studios say, "Well, hey, man, we can do a fifth," because it's clearly a money grab. It's gonna
yeah.
let me know you're not concerned about the quality of the movie. You think you're just gonna catch lightning in
I,
a bottle.
I mean, Joker 2 was happening, and we all thought it was a one-off until they made $1 billion. It was like, oh yeah, let's make two. Let's add Harley Quinn, and then make it even better. Let's make it a musical. Yeah,
For the listeners
everybody
can't
is,
see
is
me.
gonna love that
The
with
listeners
Lady
can't
Gaga.
see me. My head is down and I'm rubbing my brow
A
with food.
musical. A
Just
musical. I
with
wouldn't
Lady
mind
Gaga.
a sequel. I didn't want one because I thought the one off was just perfect. I was
We're good
that
there. Right. We're good
that
there.
was a five. I rarely get fives. That was a five. So now you want to make a new one because that's clearly a money grab, and you
Mm-hmm.
add Gaga, and you're making a musical. That boy,
Like, is Joaquin Phoenix even in this?
yeah, see in it. They wouldn't do it without him.
I didn't think they'd make it a musical, but yeah, stranger things have happened.
I didn't either. I thought it was a joke until I actually saw. Yeah, it's really a musical. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll wait till we see a trailer. I think it's going to be hot garbage, but we're gonna
Yeah,
find
I'm
out.
I'm there. I'm there. All right. No, we're talking. I was gonna say let's talk about the NBA, but I think we can wrap it up because by the time we revisit next week, we'll have a clearer idea of the playoff picture.
We will
Um,
next week.
through
Playoffs
all of
start.
this, yeah, through all of this, the Lakers can still avoid the plan that they went out, but Golden State might have just got dangerous because Andrew Wiggins is back. Um, th- yeah,
Wide
The West gonna be crazy. The East is just top heavy.
Yeah,
Between the three headed monster Philly, Boston,
Milwaukee.
Philly, Boston, Milwaukee. Really just gets after there. Just
Yeah,
kind of meh.
yeah.
So, but I did get something right. I did say Ben Carroll was going to win for Rookie of the Year. Pretty sure he will. Let's go Duke. Um, that's the only thing about you crap winning men's national title. Um, a Hurley is their coach, and that's his brother Bobby Hurley, one of the greatest point guards to ever live in college basketball.
I'm
Point
about to
guard for
say,
Duke.
yeah, yeah, you put that college basketball real last.
Oh my god! If he didn't get into an accident, Bobby Hurley is same thing with Jay Will. Like that's two Duke point guards that
So
would have
you
been
think
all
Bob
world.
Jay
Bobby,
Will? I agree. Bob Hurley, you think will be an all-time great in the NBA without the accident?
did you see Bobby Hurley in Duke in his first couple years in Sacramento?
We saw Christian Laettner in Duke, and that's how that turned out.
I hate her.
See,
And
you got no
and
answer to
and
that.
Christian Laettner is an all star by the way. So there's that.
So college legend to what, a one-time All-Star and not
NBA All
even
Star,
mentioned, huh?
NBA All Star, and the only college player that was on the Dream Team.
Because he was a rookie, they had to, and it should have been Shaq. We all know this, but I mean, it's okay.
Should have been Shaq.
Yeah, it should have been Shaq.
Because Shaq didn't have the resume. Four straight Final Fours,
Nah,
back to back national
they
titles.
needed more parity in the roster. You know, add some flavor, some cream.
The
Cash moves
Duke
everything
hate,
around me.
the
Cream
Duke
makes
hate
money.
is amazing. I don't
I love
understand you
a
people.
bit. I'm not Duke hating, I'm just saying. I like Duke. But yeah, it's Bobby Hurley. That might be a stretch, my boy.
Okay, so as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna send you some Bobby Hurley highlights, and you'll see what could have
See,
been.
yeah, yeah, but I guess I just gave you the Christian label, and your answer was a high hater, so you know I'm right.
No, whatever, yo, whatever. I
Because
know y'all
Christian
catch.
label, last time I checked, was better than him in college. So what are we talking about?
That's it's a
What?
Stockton Malone thing. You don't get one without the other.
Oh, so he just had to play on the same team for him to be great.
I mean, a lot of those passes came from who? Bobby Hurley.
So he
Bobby
just
Hurley's passes, assists went to who? Christian Laettner. So it's a tandem. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So run it back. Recap here. Start from the top. Yeah, I got it at Trump is getting convicted for show. Only a 5-10% chance doing any jail time, but Trump is getting convicted for show. Because if you don't, yeah, it's going the MAGA crowd will rise again. Um, Angel Reese, I mean, it's just hoops. At least it should be just hoops. Caitlin said it's just hoops, but John wanted to go out there and talk more noise about Angel. So now we gotta have conversations about more than hoops that I didn't think we'd still be having, but here we are. Um, Half of all murders go unsolved. So NYPD or any PD, what exactly are you doing? Uh, Now this article's 10 months old. Maybe you got a little better at solving murders
oh
or
worse.
not. Um, yeah, but when you're not solving murders, clearly you got time to be pushing be pushing pills, getting packages delivered to your house with your name on it. Cash apps, because you don't think you're gonna get caught. How about y'all go solve some more crime, stop being part of the problem? Maryland weed law, yes indeedy. No, we're gonna pull it over. We smelled the scent, the faint scent of marijuana. So you smell the hint of weed and decided to pull somebody over. Got it. Well, no more of that. I actually had to do some police work. And John Wick, yeah, 3.75. 3.75. Solid 3.75, but just it's done. It was great. It was a great run. Let it die. Keep it dead. We don't need a fifth one.
We know.
But your recap, sir.
Trump 0% chance of anything. If something does happen, MAGA will rise. You already know how dumb they are. Um, Angel, I mean, this is a W outside of the things outside of the actual game. This was a W. They broke a record, 9.9 million. That was more than a lot of games, including even the 2021 NBA Finals with the men. So this is a W. We might have a new rivalry. This is what I said they needed to save the WNBA. So now we might be following them to the league if they decide to go. And
I
we might have
will
some
for
more.
sure.
I will. So they have, see, look at what I say. Everything I say is coming to fruition, boy. Yeah, flip over coin. Yeah, too bad it's not the two-face coin because, yeah, it's 50-50. Actually, no, it is two-face coin. What? The bird side, you might get sold. The regular side, you might not. Uh, make your own luck, huh? I guess not. Um, yeah, we got Walter White, and the police force. Instead of being teachers, they actually pigs. Yeah. Um, that's it. Hometown, yeah, that's good. That's good, but I still feel like they're gonna come up with another excuse. So we're not out the water completely, but at least they can't use that one. And John Wick 4 gave it a 4.25. Good way to end it off. Good fight scenes. The man's probably definitely Deadpool or Wolverine type healing ability, but it's all right though. All right. For the side of Batman, because I know he ain't dead, but we're gonna pretend like he is. Yeah. Lakers.
Hilarious. Well, with that in mind, next week definitely will touch on the NBA. We'll have a much clearer picture. See who's going to go on. I don't know. I think Stranger things have happened. I remember I called the hallway series in the Western Conference Finals. Ain't nobody really scared of Denver or Sacramento all like that. LeBron is
No.
back and healthy. AD is looking like a monster again. So yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. Talk NBA. But in the East, I, can you beat Phoenix 4 times in 2 weeks? That's the question.
If they're healthy, no. If they
I,
aren't, yes.
listen, the games I've seen them play just recently and KD getting his rhythm back, it's as scary as we thought.
If.
It's as scary as we thought.
That's a if. The same thing with my Lakers. Can AD stay
Well,
healthy? Can LeBron stay
well,
healthy?
KD already got his injury out the way, so
No, he
that we should
didn't.
all be worried. We should all. KD got his yearly "I'm hurt" out the way.
Not D Book or Chris Paul. If any one of those goes down, they're not going. They're not getting out the West. If
Mm,
any one of LeBron or AD goes down, they're not getting out the West.
I beg to differ. Um,
Oh,
if KD goes down, they're not getting out the West.
so you think if Book
If
goes down, they get out the West? No.
it's Durant, sir, like it's Durant. There's really
Durant
not a
couldn't get out
clincher.
the East, which was weaker. What are
He's
we?
not doing it by himself.
Yes, he
Chris
is.
Paul,
I just said D Book is down. That's
right?
clearly their second best player. And you think he's going to
If
get
you
it.
got Chris Paul, if you got
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul,
ain't the
Kevin
same.
Durant,
He's washed. So who's next?
wow,
He
wow,
is.
wow! You heard it here first. Chris Paul is washed. Wow,
Yes, he's washed.
wow.
That's why I said D Book. If either one of those two go down, it's over. KD
I like my
or
chances with Chris Paul and D Book and DeAndre Ayton down there still. I
I
like my
don't.
chances.
They got spanked by Dallas with Luca by himself.
It,
it
it's Luka magic, dog. It's speaking of Dallas, Dallas won't be in the playoffs to worry about. So there's that.
ain't made playoffs. It's over.
Kyrie need to go ahead
That's
and put on
it.
that purple and gold. Kyrie
Yeah,
needs to go ahead
yeah,
and put on that
yeah.
purple and gold.
I want him to kind of stay, but he's
I
not staying.
know it's
He's
not
not staying.
working,
They just need more pieces.
bruh. Backcourt, you can't name me a better 1-2 punch. Like if this was Chris Paul 5 years ago, maybe Phoenix, but you ain't got a better backcourt on the planet than Luka
Yeah,
Kyrie.
but they don't play defense.
We knew
Like,
that. We knew that.
no, no. We thought we knew that, and then we saw how bad it is. It's way worse than we thought.
Like, fam, I might be able to get a bucket off Luka. Like, I'm not
That's not
even.
even exaggeration. You do one move, you get past him, he's not doing nothing. He will let you go. And there's no rim protector, so it'll be an easy layup.
Yeah, y'all need to grab Tyson Chandler out of retirement or something. But NBA for show next week on behalf of myself, my co-host. Awesome, awesome show. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it. But from the Yeah I Said It podcast, peace.
Yeah.